YFE-TV channel presents Bla Bla Bla, the live show. C'est bon. With your hosts, Stephanie and Mary.
Hi guys, and welcome to the very first Bla 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 of 2012. I hope you're doing good because we are totally ready for a show that's going to be amazing. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and honestly, people in the chat are amazing. They've been so excited to get to, just share with the band again.
Yeah, and you need to understand, guys, that this show, the very first one of 2012, was meant to be in February, but the guys here were so excited and they couldn't wait anymore, so they decided to do it in January because they wanted to be with you, and that was really, really, really important for them. And you could feel it totally all night. Everyone stayed up as usual, but this time was really special as you could feel all the vibe, all the excitement in the air. And today we have an incredible show for you.
It's going to be great.
Oh yeah. So from this T-shirt, we heard a lot of rumors recently. I don't know if you guys were in the Bla Bla group, but whatever happened in there is meant to be proved today.
There was
Definitely.
so much action on there.
And guys, if you're not on there yet, this is the place you gotta be. So we're gonna welcome the band members on the set with us right now. Get ready, guys.
Great.
Very good.
We're so happy to be here.
Happy New Year.
Can't you feel the energy?
I can. I totally can. I'm really excited. A bit nervous, I must say.
Nervous?
Yeah. Well, it's the first one in 2012.
It's exciting.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. That's supposed to be the end of the world, so...
Yeah, let's enjoy it.
Beginning of the end.
Exactly. So, well, let's make the end we want to see. Let's create it and let's craft it all together today. So welcome back on the set of the Bla Bla for this first time in 2012. I don't know if you noticed, but we've got a very special Christmas tree right over there that we introduced to you last time with decorations from fans all over the world.
It's all of you guys.
Yeah.
It's Christmas every day, right?
Yes.
Come on,
that's the spirit. That's the spirit.
You need to say it. It's your quote.
It's
go ahead,
your words, man. Let's go do
All right, guys, it's Christmas every day.
Yes, it's Christmas every day.
It's incredible to see you like that. We're really happy to be back with you, to be back with everybody at home watching as well.
Yeah.
Are you ready for today?
Yeah.
Because it's going to be an incredible show. And first, Merjo and I prepared something very special for you.
Yeah, that's
I like that. I expected that.
Excitement turns into fear.
No, I swear, you're gonna love that.
No problem.
You always say that.
You should have a little notebook of the plan of today. Just to make sure.
Yeah, because there's always a lot of new people coming in, and right now on the chat there's a lot of new people.
Yeah, people are coming from Spain, from Germany. We've got Jackie in particular, the one sitting Jeff for welcoming her just before the show's the first time.
Yeah, hello China.
Welcome.
Hello guys.
So there's a lot of new people who are here for the first time, and we wanted to let them know what the Bla Bla was about. So
it's pretty easy. It's like us being humiliated.
No. Okay, so we prepared little videos with the best moments of the Bla Bla in 2011.
Good.
Cool.
And so for the new people, you're going to see exactly what the Bla Bla was about. And for people following us for a long time, should bring back some very good memories. So
Yes.
have a look at that.
Okay.
Let the picture do the talk.
Look at that, my dear friend.
How many
rid that world made of pink.
There's nothing like holding the internet in your hand.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's like a little stars.
Oh, we find the tricks on it. You get something. I like that.
It will be crazy.
Join us, guys. It'll be crazy.
Beautiful. Don't need a beard, you know, to hide my face.
Oh yeah, you should call your friend Burger.
Yeah.
All of that happened.
Thanks for the burger, friend, at the end.
I like the end, brother. Right? I like it.
Well, I hope you like the pink part as well, Seth.
Yeah, it was a huge
How come
battle.
we're just naked in a restaurant?
What's
What's the point of
I
this
think it's
one?
different.
How
New
come you
choose
were
it,
just naked in a restaurant?
Well, it's cultural.
It was
Yeah.
cultural. Yeah. Where we were, it was cultural.
Hello, China.
Hello, Jackie.
But yeah, that's what's the Bla Bla is all about, because we saw amazing moments,
Yeah.
very little glimpses of everything that's happening in the Bla Bla, little memories that are now part of our lives, our daily lives.
The way I would describe it is really a family reunion, and
Yeah.
as I've been saying all over and all over again during the vacation, the holidays, we're really a laughing family, and we can see that.
Yeah. It's amazing how 25 of us can be we can be so loud.
Oh, I thought you were quiet.
Yeah, sometimes. But it's great to see that, because not only there's laughters, but you can see that it's really the Bla 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 for us, and we're really able to live that moment, and it's really something that we're looking for.
Yeah.
You know, we've got some we got punched quite a few times. You know, you guys have all the cool exclusivities, but you know, it's part of the deal.
There's
That's so
snoopers here.
Yeah, I don't know where he is.
No idea about this.
Yeah, let's not
Okay, so let's go on something else. But seriously, that's what I liked about this video, because you could totally feel the life that was coming out of it, and I think that this is what's most wonderful.
I think that was really what we were not necessarily looking for, but I think that's what we at least allowed ourselves to live, because sometimes we're working like crazy, but I think that we found ourselves in such a position where we just got back together in a way, and we were just enjoying the fact that we were friends, and we're really tight family. So I'm not surprised to see all that craziness, because it could be like Monday morning for us, just screaming and looking at Seth, running naked in the church, and
Hey, it's been a while, man.
You mean
You're
last
right.
year?
It's called medication, proper medication.
We share a lot of things with you guys, but some.
So we found a lot of things in China. So thank you, Dr. Chang.
Yeah, thank you.
What do you mean?
No worries.
And we had prepared another short video for you with the most touching moments we shared during the Bla Bla. Because yes, the Bla Bla is lots of funny moments, but there's a lot of more intense, deeper moments as well. So we're going to have a look at that.
Seth won't be there.
I think freedom is a journey. I don't think it's a destination.
If we could just know the power, that we have in just saying, hey, what's your name?
Yeah, the power of a little hey.
Yeah.
It's quite incredible. Sometimes you need to fucking say, hey! This is what you need to say sometimes.
You can touch those dimensions only when you just let go and allow the people, allow the music, the band, the moment to take over.
Putting the same passion and the same guts in the music. I think this doesn't change.
Just to break the cycles of all the taboos and everything, how easy it could be to isolate ourselves or to isolate others.
A hopeful vision and a hopeful smile. It's so powerful.
When you revisit all those moments, you discover even for yourself, and people can grasp it and make their own.
If you've got a dream, just go and get it. Nobody will give it to you.
All based on one thing, living the moment.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody home was quite moved by all those moments you shared. They're like the craziness of, you know, thinking about Seth running around the place too, but they're very thankful for...
Well, there's not a lot to talk about. You know, just like a daily craziness. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Why are you
let's
laughing?
talk about the deep things now. Sorry.
Very sorry about it.
Yeah, what he said at the end of the video about living the moment. I think that both these videos, both of them, they're really showing what living the moment is about. Funny moments, more intense moments, but as long as you live the moment for what it is.
It's just being real, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, it's so easy in this business to try to, you know, to overact, you know, what should be lived. And I think that when we just decided to grasp what was there to be lived all together, I think everything, you know, was so easy after.
Yeah.
You know, even yesterday we were talking with Moose, and we were just talking all together and sharing about, you know, the power of letting go. You know, just like letting go, how important it is, how powerful it could be. And I think it could be like an amazing laughter. It could be a very deep whisper. But as long as it's real, you know that you're touching the invisible.
Wow. And that's incredible. I think that the Bla Bla is a presentation of what we're living here every day, that we can share with the people. And this is why people are coming back time after time and sharing how impacted they've been by the Bla Bla, with what you've said and saying comments. Well, Marjo's on the chat could tell us a little more about what everybody's saying all the time.
They've noticed an evolution also through time, and they're very thankful for that. They said that they grew stronger and that they discovered their own selves while just getting to share with you.
You know, it's like everything else. I mean, at first you just expose like that. We're kind of used to be all over the internet always, you know, but in being very exposed, and sometimes could be pretty frightening just to expose yourself like that. But just like we said, just when you let go and when you're able to, you really want to share with everyone. I mean, that's how you realize that we're all the same, you know. And this is not because we're, you know, sometimes, hell, you know, the guys are live. Let's do it. We need to join them, but they need to understand that as they, you know, they're just like tuning in to see that show. We're doing the same, exactly the same as what they're doing, but on the opposite direction. But at the same time, you know, we're able to gather. So that's the thing. And you know, when we're getting back to read all the comments, and you know, this is that very special, you know, relationship that we're building. It's so empowering, and we're able to bloom out of our little comfort zone, or the place where we're trying to build something, you know, based on basically illusions, because we're so fearful to be exposed for, you know, the person we are, you know. So that's why it's so cool that we're able to, and it's so precious that we're able to share with everyone, you know, beyond the cultures, the religion, the language, you know, all the social background. Right now, there's no distance, there's no barriers. It just everyone else, you know, might look at us just like, who the fuck are those guys? You know? I don't know.
That happens.
I don't know. You know, just let's craft it. I don't know, but this is pure. This is real, and it's for us, everyone, to define. That's the beauty of the Bla Bla Bla, and that's the beauty of the life we're living.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why we could not wait any longer, you know, to be here today, because we knew that all our friends out there, everybody here, could not wait another day just to gather and to be together, you know.
And it's gonna be a huge show today. There's so much stuff was being added along the last few days only. So guys, you're in for a treat today.
And another very special, very touching moment that happened recently for you guys was your vacations. All together.
That's just this word in itself.
Now I'm scared.
Now I'm really scared.
Why are you scared, guys?
You know what I said? You know what I just said about being fearful, and that we just need to let go and now I'm kind of in the zone where
where you're not sure anymore.
Don't you feel it?
We're out of our comfort zone.
If you don't have any pictures or video, now I feel
especially that Stephanie were there.
Just funny stories.
Yeah, just stories that.
Just stories. Yeah, of course.
Nice.
But that's
Is it really your 9th blah blah you're doing? Of course, there's pictures.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right, go on.
Secure zone.
Seriously, that was an incredible family time you had together. And as we were talking about it a little earlier in the week, you guys referred to this time as a miracle.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to be just all together, all reunited together, just happy, free of everything. And honestly, I think that would be a good time to see some pictures so that people can
All right, if it's warm, it's because I just peed. I'm sorry.
This is the exact moment when you try to think, like, what did I do wrong?
Exactly.
Yeah, now everything is going back in your head. Yeah, there's a whole process.
And there's a timeline of everything you've done. It's like,
Alex, day 1.
You weren't afraid to grab the moment back at that time, so.
Yeah,
all right,
let's take a look.
Let's have a look at that,
7 days. What can we do?
Good luck. Congratulations.
Yeah, it was pretty safe. I'm happy.
There's only one that I don't understand.
Yeah, what's the end?
The last one.
You wanted to keep the vacation go on?
You know, always have the last word on things, so...
He's stronger than the winter.
Yeah.
He's a little dot at the end of the sentence.
We really had a good time. You know, just to be, we were almost 30 people, all the family here and all the team all together. And that's great because I think that sometimes... You know, everything goes so fast that we're not really in a position where we can really appreciate not what we're doing, but to fully appreciate, you know, our relationship. And sometimes we're taking things for granted, and just to be able just to let go of everything, just to go and, you know, just to share like a few and sweet moments with everyone.
Can I tell a little story? We just arrived at the vacation place, and we were in a little buggy. Me and Mary, actually, we were roommates for that trip, and we were sitting there, and I turned to Mary and I said, "Mary, can I tell you something?" She said, "Yes." "I'm about to cry because I'm so happy," and she said, "Yes, me too." And then we just started to cry. And the guy there, the tour guide or something, was looking at us like, "Why are they crying?" But we were just so happy and just like, "Oh, it's amazing. We're going to be roommate for these vacations," and just enjoying the fact that we will have this time together.
Just be together.
Yeah.
So then cried. Seth didn't cry.
Seth didn't cry.
Yeah.
But there was another moment that was so amazing, and we saw some picture of that. Is one night we went by the sea, everybody together, and the moon was so clear that we had a shadow from the moon, and we were all facing the ocean, and it was such a magic moment, and nobody was talking, but we just felt so close to each other. There was no words, just us, and us looking ahead, and it was just really.
But I think we really needed that moment, you know, not only because we were very tired, but I think that just to be in an environment where, you know, boys can be boys and girls can be girls, you know, and that was very and yeah,
we've been boys. It was very distinct.
Yeah, exactly. So everybody had a little something, you know, just, well, some had more than others, but I mean, we had a great time.
Yeah.
Sweet time. That's amazing. And there's some pictures that weren't included in the slideshow. But
I knew it was coming.
I would need some explanation.
Of course.
You've been talking about family and about being all together and sharing this
I'm about
moment.
to cry with Mary. Oh.
I would like you to explain what this picture is all about. Because I don't know for you, but
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. I'd like to know as well.
I remember that morning. I don't recall that.
Oh yeah.
It's all about gathering.
It's all about
I'm
family
always
time.
a man, you know, always finish what I have in his plate. So everybody left me behind, you know, and I have to finish my plate, you know. It was good.
I thought it was when you reserved a whole table almost for you, and you had like 5 guys like serving you. Was it that time?
No, I don't think so.
Oh no, maybe it wasn't. Yeah, maybe it wasn't.
Where I'm from, I'm a king.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't understand your expression.
No way, you didn't say that.
There was a lot of food in my mouth.
Exactly. So that was a great gathering, and sometimes in order to be all very, very tight together, you know, sometimes we just need to make some, you know, just
adjustment.
Like exactly.
Talking about being very, very tight and close together, there is something else I would like to show you.
Oh my God.
So, what was that?
Oh, yeah.
I know you guys are pretty close.
Good vacation.
It's clearly Photoshop.
Yeah,
this is not true.
Exactly.
It never happened.
There was a tongue there.
Hey, Jeff. What's that look, Jeff? What it mean?
It's happiness.
Yeah, that night was really special.
Oh yeah, it seemed to, eh?
Yeah,
for real. We had such an amazing time.
Yeah, it was Alex and I.
Under the moon.
It's been 10 years we knew each other and we were friends.
That specific
night. So we celebrated that all together, and that's why you saw some cakes and
we just tried to change the focus.
So yes, it's been 10 years and it was a really particular, so we wanted to, you know, bring some Christmas, everyday, eternity, whatever, you know.
Bring your proximity a little closer.
What's amazing was the fact that when you're able to, sometimes loyalty, you know, can be, you know, is some kind of a commodity right now, you know, and just to, you know, there's not a lot of friendship that are very, very that meaningful that you'll be able to, you know, to go through so many different storms all together. And it was just great that we were able to talk about everything, not only, you know, everything that happened, but all the laughters, all the smiles, every time, you know, we cried together and we screamed together. That was quite an amazing moment, and got, you know, and everything started in such a very special moment when, you know, we Jeff came for rehearsal. We you know, we didn't know him quite much, and he came home. All the guys were there, and at the end of the rehearsal, I just turned to Jeff and said, you know, just what do you want, man? What do you want? And he looked at me, and I will always remember that smile in his face. He said, I want to be free. So I said, well, you're at the right place, man. So, and I just said, well, we need to see each other every day, and we're just gonna stick together, and, you know, and so we called the guys to come downstairs, and we all had a great time together, and that was so meaningful. I mean, after you look at that very, you know, very tiny moment, you know, in life, you know, just asking a question, and Jeff just took a chance. not to be laughed at, or just like spontaneously being real and to talk and just to explain and expose himself. And 10 years after, we're here, not only living the dream, but building something that is way bigger than ourselves. I mean, that was a true celebration, not only for us two, but for everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, just when you're able to look at each other, and for some of us, we've been together for even longer, but just to be able to look at each other and not only say, well, we made it. Fuck that. No, we crafted it. We crafted
We're
it.
crafting it.
It's not like when you say, well, we made it. It's just like basically, you're just like, oh man, finally it's over. We made it. No, we crafted it. Everything, good or bad, we're here and we're still crafting that moment. And I think that was a celebration of that, celebration of life.
Yeah.
And we've been able to look at each other, knowing that we've been all together through that relationship. So many stories we're involved in, and trust me, if back in the days we had we were more into taking pictures and videos,
dude.
Wow. So yeah, go back in the archives.
We found some archives last summer during the.
Yeah,
which we probably burned.
I hope so.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you very much sharing this moment with all of us.
But I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah,
how many people can say, well, we crafted it together, all together, guys.
And we're still together.
And it's not about you guys are in a band and everything. You're going all over the world and this and this. No. We crafted it together. We're still together, but in such a way that we're excited, not just like, well, there's two solitudes and you want, well, you're alone, I'm alone, and just like, looking for something to do, well, just whatever. No, we crafted that moment every day.
Yeah.
Nice. So
you kept crafting this moment every day for a very, very, very long time. And the holiday season has been very special for you guys as well, because a lot happened in there. You had friends. I guess that will be in the touching moments of 2000.
Strong.
You haven't seen nothing yet. Trust me.
You won't see that on that couch, though.
No. It's another section.
The no cry section.
Just like,
don't put me in that position.
Don't touch me.
Don't even think about it.
Maybe a snooper is somewhere sometime.
But you had a lot of moments that you crafted during the holidays as well, and you had friends join you from different countries from all over the world to craft these moments with you as well, and you've been treated very, very, very well by your friends, by fans from all over the world as well. And I would like to show a little picture to our friends, just so they can see what this is all about. Because this was the Christmas tree we had with the gifts from fans and friends from all over the world.
So many.
Yeah.
And at the beginning, this tree was beautiful, well decorated,
full of candies.
Girls really worked hard.
Yeah, the girls really worked hard.
Girls spent a full day working on decorations and everything, and that all collapsed when the guys had a hockey night in the living room.
But actually, we weren't able to understand. You put candy cans and everything, but what about pies? I mean, in a Christmas tree, I was just wondering what was that tradition about. It was just like, Seth was obviously eating all the candies, and he said, "What? There's a pie in there." So I don't know if some of you guys were just trying to save a few pieces, for yourself later, but I mean, oh, surprise, surprise, Seth was there.
But you mentioned it earlier. There are guys' things and there are girls' things. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you got it. We had amazing chocolate from Switzerland, Belgium, and I don't know where they went.
Oh, they were good, man.
You pretty much know where they went.
I don't recall tasted them.
No, actually, what's very funny is in the next morning, we got Seth. It was maybe 4:30 or 5 a.m. and Seth was trying to get the wrapping around
together.
back together because
No way.
he opened some gifts when he saw like chocolate or things like that.
Oh,
But my name
come
was
on.
written on it, man.
Yeah,
name
same
was
signatures as yours.
Yeah.
That's very funny. Oh, this one is for me.
Your name
Oh,
is not
this
your
one is
favorite
for me.
names, right?
Yeah.
It was good.
This,
Yeah,
This is a classic. A
I would like to
classic.
say this is unbelievable, but with Steph, it's not unbelievable.
No.
You totally
Sad.
And it's
understand,
not
baby.
even unusual.
Yeah. And so you received a lot of gifts
Yeah.
from the fans,
Yeah.
from friends, and someone from the band also decided to offer very special presents to all the girls in the band, in the crew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what a story.
So that guy offered himself pretty much something like 14 dates
Yeah.
with the girls from the crew.
The guy is so generous.
That was quite a weird setup with gifts and
Really?
games and cards and like
Cards.
exchanging
Sardines,
gifts and
erotic
Hey,
novels.
we always
Yeah,
said
yeah,
it's
like-
about the moment and everything.
Let's just-
So,
let's see a picture. You'll see how weird it was.
okay.
You justify after.
Wow.
Can I call that a gift?
What was that
Hey,
about?
hey, Stephanie, can you read what's on the paper?
I know. I'm sorry.
Hey, you are lucky. You
You win a
win
tradition.
a traditional breakfast with Seth, dude. Can you imagine how much women would love to have this kind of paper?
I don't quite.
How much?
Yeah.
How much?
I don't know. Let's see on Facebook.
I know that. Sardines
Let's on the
and
chat
canned
there.
ham. And as she said, like erotic novels being read to you
Yeah.
is much more of a nightmare than a dream.
Nightmare.
Sorry. Very sorry.
Oh.
But talking about gift, someone else from the band had
But
something.
what you need to just to precise is that the date needed to read the whole book.
The whole-
in
yeah.
one
Yeah.
shot. It was
Yeah,
5 hours
5
of
hours of
reading
reading.
and hearing
Yeah.
like erotic
Can you-
stories from the
Yeah, I
room.
think about my sisters. They love those kind of stories. I was like,
Okay, let's talk about something else.
I give all my heart.
Yeah. Still, it's I'm surprised. It's like not even 9 a.m. and I want to throw up already. So
Oh gosh, this is cool. Okay,
Yeah.
Like, we had some a wonderful gift from someone else in the band because Miss Isabel prepared for us Enemies Awards night.
yeah.
that was
Yeah,
Talk
yeah.
about fun.
Awesome.
That was cool. That was very cool.
Yeah,
that
that
was
was great.
incredible. So maybe you can let us
Yeah.
let people know a
Yeah,
little bit
well,
what it was.
actually, I
'cause
was with.
this is something nobody heard of yet.
Ooh, yeah. So I had a chance to work with Mary again. We didn't cry that time. We laughed a lot. and also,
And everybody would say, "Oh, why are they laughing?"
well, let me explain. And I was also with Akiko. So the three girls, we were like the three amigos, and we did categories and nominees and winners in different categories. And we did a big gala. We dressed up,
Videos and everything.
Yeah.
Songs.
So
Yeah.
the whole evening was planned, and there were speeches and everything. It was really really awesome, and everybody participated in such
was
a
an
great way.
Incredible night.
So
And we
much
have,
fun.
A little video
Oh yeah.
to show the winners in different categories
Oh,
we
yeah.
had.
Look at this, guys.
Fun time.
And that was incredible. That was a very
The Enemies
amazing
Award.
night.
You were a winner of the non-sleeping champion.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks to the Bla Bla, I guess.
We were all in that category.
Yeah.
A lot of
everybody was in
nominees.
Many nominees.
And the nominees are
Yeah, and
your favorite enemies family. Yay! Okay. Oh, you fainted, so you're a winner. Yeah. Oh no, she's dead.
Got your kit?
she's gonna be in the touching moment of the year next year.
She's back. Go back to work.
But there's a video. There's a video also I would love for everybody to see, and in the category Stuntman of the Year.
Oh yeah.
And Alex won for this award.
Yeah.
Of course.
Did you like your little helmet you won as a prize, as a frog?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah. Did you plan on wearing it?
You know what was funny was the fact that Seth was trying to communicate after he put the helmet. He was trying to communicate with someone. I don't know. It's just like
it doesn't work, man.
It doesn't
work.
After 15 hours trying,
it's a really silent full frog.
It's a broken. It's a bad gift.
So let's see the video.
Yeah.
It's a bad gift.
All the sounds and everything was taken straight from the camera, which is quite special.
Yeah. Well, I pretty much love the fact that when they zoom on the moment where Ben fractured my jaw.
What happened there.
That was.
But you could see that it was unintentional.
Yeah. And we can see there's a little bit of a panic in when you're playing. You're looking at me
because
I'm not moving on this, on the rhythm of the music. I'm just like I'm
you're
looking
bouncing.
for a place to rise,
But the thing is that it hit so hard that I told myself, if I hit him in the face, the guy is completely dead and knocked out, and all his teeth are broken. So I said, if he's still up, it's clear that it's not in the face. I hit him like on the shoulder and whatever, and after that I see the huge bump, and I'm like, oh.
So that was very funny to have like a jaw fracture for a singer. It was only the second show.
That's what I was saying.
That's okay. The next 15 ones will be all right. Until I broke my ribs and chipped my tooth and.
So you deserve that prize.
Don't forget your knee.
Oh yeah, my knee. Yeah, that was, thank you, Big Bird. In the metro, we were walking, and then just suddenly it decided to change direction. And we were traveling with so much cases and everything that was very heavy, so it just like ruined my knee. So that's touring. That's rock and roll lifestyle.
Yeah.
So guys, as you can see, holidays here have been crafted of little moments, all put together. Little moments that became major events. And everything that they were.
Okay.
I know where you're going now.
One of them became quite special. You put it pretty much everywhere on Facebook. It was on Twitter. People were following. It was a real gala. And here I'm talking about arm wrestling. Okay. Let me ask you. I was there, but how did this idea come to you guys? How did this happen?
I think it was just a normal Wednesday.
Yeah, I think that some guys here, sometimes when you have to overcompensate, sometimes nature having, it's life sometimes, just like you're not choosing, let's say. And then suddenly, what has been given to you, you really want to take over. So I'm trying to talk without talking. So anyway, Sev came to me and said, you know what? Because he got his ass kicked in Beijing by Tomoaki.
Totally.
Yes.
Yeah, like crazy. And after that, he said, "Well, it's time for my revenge." Tomoaki was spending Christmas with us, so because we kept bragging around that moment for like months. So
a lot.
Yeah. So Seth was like, the only gift I received, which was like strength, my real man, just like. So what can I do now? What does it mean that I would have to think? Train. You know, there's like
And
you like to run.
You'll have to
You're
explain
quite silent
yourself, 'cause
now.
everybody home knows that this was a real moment. People are saying that our life here is like better than TV and movies, so you have to explain.
So maybe let the images, do the talk.
Oh yeah.
I like this part of the show right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I really like what I hear.
Yeah.
Well, let's see the video.
Yeah, start it, Matt.
Let me remind you quite a shocking story. Beijing, last August.
2, 3, go. Seth was waiting all those months to have a revenge. So instead of deciding to recreate a moment, we decided to go way beyond the boundaries of what it was and decided to invite you all to be part and to define that new chapter.
So I hope you're ready for a great night of entertainment!
But I think the most winner here is the courage and the determination of each contestant tonight.
Yeah! This is the last event before the main Big Bad Prize in the 61 years! You got mud on your face, you've been disgraced, kicking your can all over the place, singing, we will rock you.
I have one last chance to give up right there.
We need to relax.
No, you're not relaxed. No bad jump, no pride. I know you guys.
You want to start like that?
One more like that, young man, and you're disqualified. I want some fair play here.
1, 2, 3, 5. Thank you very much to my fan. I'm really happy. Thanks to all my family.
She knows just what to do and how to please me. She's a lady. Oh, she's a lady. Talking about the lady. And the lady is mine.
Finally, the main event between the champion, Tomoaki Katae, and the other one.
I'm just say to all my disciples, I'm really happy you're there on my side, and I will honor your love and your dedication towards real rock and roll.
What you did in Beijing really set us free from the evil empire of Seth. So we all want to thank you.
I just accept challenges.
So humble.
1, 2, 3, go. Come on, Tomo! Go! Right. 1, 2, 3, 5. Come on! No, this one. No. You can't. Break.
Break.
Okay. It's round 3. Put the pad in position.
How do you feel, Mocha, about this moment?
I really love Tomoki's arms muscle, you know, it's really cool.
One, two, three.
Come on! Let's go!
Don't push.
Go, 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 go!
Come on, come on, come on, come on! Come on! Let's go, come on! Come on! Come on!
You're the greatest opponent I never met. And you have the heart of a champion.
It's really about the moment to turn this into something crazy. So that was the first edition of the YFE arm wrestling match.
So, like we said, an image for millions words. So, you can see here.
Explain why it's
a
real champion. You're better with images.
I don't know, Tomaki, if you're listening to the show right now, but of course your arm is still breaking or broke. I don't know, but it was a great moment, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
You won't laugh at me, but I bring back the belt at home, man. At home.
At home.
Yeah.
At home. Yeah. So it's very funny because many people were asking us, so what's that? You know, just like your favorite enemies, arm wrestling gala. What it's all about?
Surprised to see that.
Exactly. I said, well, you know, it's Wednesday night in our lives.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, everything started with just like someone who had like something to prove to everyone else. You know.
Amen.
And when you're not very well equipped. And then, I mean, in your life, you need to overcompensate with arms and stuff.
And you know what? I will push the limit. Everyone at home who want to try me, come.
Look at this guy.
That is so natural.
It was all about, you know, we talk about living the moment. And
that was my moment. No, my moment was still in Beijing. I bring it back. I bring back my moment.
About living the moment, I think you kind of missed the point here.
It's all about, you know, just having fun.
We can take picture together with the belt.
But Alex was saying is that it started from a moment, but we really involved everybody, and it was so cool because there was absolutely no competition spirit. It was really like okay,
nice try. That's not exactly true.
Okay, it was a lot of fun and a lot of
competition.
Yeah, a little bit.
Something we'll remember forever.
Yeah.
The spirit was so real.
It was so cool.
Everybody, we were just like. We were working, and suddenly Seth just had to, you know, challenge Tomoaki. Obviously, when you're looking at a video, you see that you just let.
Yeah.
No, nothing about.
Oh, and I remember reading on Twitter that this is what everybody's thinking.
We call this
everyone
negation.
Was for Tomoaki.
Yeah. And people still think this, that Tomoaki is a real winner.
Well, a real proof here.
That's okay. You know. I'm a good man. I can take that on my shoulder. You're not ready for that, but that's okay.
Well, everybody had a good time, and even Jeff was competing against other girls. So that was
he was in a different league.
The wind turned. The wind turned that night.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it turned back to the other the night after.
The night after.
Wind came back.
Street fight.
You know, just like oops.
Okay, let's get back to it.
But you know, that was just like a moment like this, and we just turned it into something crazy. You know, but life should be about all those little moments.
Exactly.
You know, and I think it was, you know, we were dancing and we just had a good time, and it was like 5 a.m. and we just turned to each other and said, "Arm wrestling, really?"
Why not? 5 hours of arm wrestling.
Yeah. That was an incredible night,
incredible
moment. Funny. And talking about moment, I think, Seth, if you wanted your moment of glory.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think you have something kind of special, like, to show us.
Yeah. I was just waiting for you to present it.
Some rumors about his shirt.
Look at him. He's so full of himself.
It's supposed to be, like, incredible and stuff.
That guy's amazing.
You know what?
we talk a lot on Facebook. There was so much action, you know?
Yeah.
And the wind, like we said, turned back. Oh, yeah. So, YB, you can put that video. Hey, you! It's Seth for Very Enemies. Are you tired to be pushed around by some flat shoes moccasin hipsters? Bullied by big fake plastic glasses and nicely trimmed mustache agent of uncoolness representative? Or beaten up by pink turquoise fuchsia or violet unsignificant come on the side type of cardigans propagators? So turn your life around. Go ahead and get my new t-shirt, part of my new collection, B-Rock or B-Roll. It's not because you want it, but because you need it. Don't be what you wear, but wear what you be.
新しい T シャツノーリグレッツノーセレンダーが YFE ストア .com にて入手可能。欲しいか欲しくないかではなく、これは必須アイテムです。
Don't get fooled. It's all about the pure spirit of rock and roll. So don't accept any imitator, because we all know who they are, right? So do the do. Don't be what you wear. Wear what you be.
セフの T シャツ、可愛いキャンディーピンクを拒絶する真の男性、そしてかっこよく生きることを恐れない真にモダンな女性にぜひ。
Hey guys, right now we're at the merch shop. And you know me, man. When the name Seth is written on something, it has to be perfect. I don't care if I have to spend all day here to be sure that everything is perfect. I'm a guy of teamwork, and it's why people need to receive my order to know what to do. It's an hard task, yeah, to despise, and scream at people, but to sacrifice I'm ready to do, to give the best to my fans, me. Hey Julie, can I have my food? The word Seth must be perfect, eh? That's the focus on the t-shirt. Hey Big Bird, don't put too much pressure, we already talked about that, man. When you work really hard, you need good food. Can I see this one? I have to really take care because it's the Seth t-shirt. I see yours. Hey, Big Bird.
Yeah.
It was a big day, eh?
Yes.
Eh? Hopefully I was there to check out everything you made, eh?
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, are you hungry?
Yes, I am.
Huh? Can you take this one? Huh. Be rock or be rolled, right?
Wear what you be.
Don't be what you wear.
Wear what you be.
Come on.
You know what? When I believing in a project, it don't matter the money, like $50,000, to make that video.
For that video, man.
Are you serious?
Videos were expensive.
Because it was important moment, so I gave everything.
It was the actors that were that expensive?
No, maybe it was for his own expenses.
Hey Jeff, you know what? I was waiting for that moment. I was waiting for that moment since a long time. And all my fans too. And all the people around the planet were waiting for that moment. The answer, my answer to your attack, man.
Oh, what's going on?
So, I'll show you the true testimony of what rock and roll is all about.
It's gonna be good.
Go ahead.
Look at this. Eh? Yeah.
Your new t-shirt.
Oh yeah.
It's cool.
Look at this. Carefully. Every details. Everything. Wait a minute. You have the back. Look at this. A fulfilling life is crafted of moments worth dying for.
Wow.
Yeah?
I think I heard Alex saying that in an interview once.
Hey, brother, you know what? All the thing, we have to live the present. And what's wrote on the T-shirt at the end, eh?
Seth.
What's wrote, Jeff?
I think you wrote your name.
Yeah, Seth. And what's about this moment? It's Seth who's sharing that. So, and you know what? And I have powerful tool and everything to present this piece of art. So come, buddy. Buddy.
Nice. Wow. Good job, really.
Yeah.
I have to say, this is really cool.
This is worth dying for sure.
It's not over, eh? Hey, baby, come.
Well, good job.
Oh, yeah.
I like your style, Seth.
Oh, yeah, man.
Well,
man.
So we know where your money went.
Yeah, we understand about the $50,000 now.
I'm so proud of it.
But my favorite part is the the quote.
Yeah.
It's
really cool. It's very true.
This is
so
deep
and powerful.
And really powerful. No regrets. No surrender. Eh? Remind that, guys.
I think this is where the money went.
Yeah. Exactly.
Writers. I love
paying the rights for that.
But it's funny because just to see Seth. I'm sorry, Jeff, but I have to say that was quite impressive.
Yeah.
Just to see him like trying to keep the secret.
He kept it
very
very secret. Actually, he didn't allow anybody to see it, and
all the work.
There was a lot of spy. However,
Well, we could see you put a lot of work and a lot of heart into it.
It goes back to when we were wearing like those bands T-shirts. And it meant something. It was not only about like what's cool or not. Is it hipster or not? Or like Kenny would say, "Hey, am I indie?" But it's really about what you're able to identify yourself with, and then make a stand. And I think that's a brilliant quote, brother.
Yeah, man.
I might use it, in the future.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm a generous guy, man.
Seriously, we need to give that to Seth. T-shirt is amazing.
Yeah. Since I'm a man of honor as well, and I'm I will.
T-shirt is
I'm not scared to say that. Yeah, this is. I'm proud of you, brother. Yeah. I know you won't allow me to, but I might buy one.
Oh, that's
honor.
Would you wear it like live publicly and everything?
Yeah, for sure. I like the quote in the back.
That's good. And especially the design.
Real.
Actually, Matt wanted to put the quote in front.
in front.
Yeah.
No. You don't understand.
Don't mess with Seth's shirt.
That's art.
But it's great work, brother.
And I must admit, Seth, that you've got a lot of fans and supporters back home. Everybody
for sure. And people were waiting for that moment for so long,
Yeah, people have been waiting for it.
Yeah.
This is for sure. And I know you also had another T-shirt with that, but I heard that.
Okay.
Yeah, well, Seth is very secret.
2 T-shirts?
2 T-shirts, yeah.
Well, this is
Is
Seth.
that legal? Is that legal in
totally
your...
Seth. And there was no promo video for the T-shirts, so the Bla Bla team, we decided to do one.
You spent
almost everybody was agreeing on the project of doing the video. Well, almost everybody.
Yeah, because I hadn't heard about it.
Yeah.
Oh.
There was only
that wasn't
one.
you.
There was only one who didn't want because he said that his T-shirt wouldn't sell as well if there was another one like to compete with it, with the video and everything. But I guess we're gonna see the video.
Let's see that video.
Because everyone has a love story to tell.
Jeff is a man who's really inspiring, and for who the word impossible doesn't exist isn't part of his vocabulary. And we know, because of him, that everything is possible for us as well.
Jeff is such a great listener. Always ready to be there, and listen to you while eating chips, fresh fries, Tostitos. Just sharing a great moment. Such a great listener.
Jeff smells so good. Every time he passes by me, it's just like, wow, amazing.
Jeff is such an inspiring guy, always giving me very good advices. I consider him as a teacher, a mentor in my life. I'm very grateful for the man he is.
Jeff is so generous, always ready to give a little part of a gift he already received. Well, always might be a big word. As long as he's not hungry anymore, he's gonna give.
He never embarrassed me, like by using my crazy pictures on Facebook or something. He's so amazing.
What? Jeff? Yeah, I remember he came at the rehearsal and kept crying. I'm not really into that guy, but Seth, he's the true incarnation of rock and roll.
Jeff, I mean, I've learned so much from this guy. I mean, when he talks of love and passion, giving examples like food, but not only food, you know, when other things like, well, you know, he talks about love and passion. I've learned so much from this guy.
Jeff has a big vision. When we go to the restaurant, shoots for the big thing.
Jeff is such a sweetheart. He's really a good person to talk about all your little secrets and to share about love. Thank you, Jeff.
What? Jeff? There's nothing to say. But Seth, ooh, many things.
Jeff is such an inspiration. He always taught me to bite into life like in a huge and juicy hamburger, you know?
Jeff, he's such a positive guy. Even when he's going through the worst stressful situation, he'll always be positive.
Jeff always been my hero. When I was younger and I needed a friend, I just had to say that I was Jeff's brother.
Jeff, such a big heart. I remember when I lost my luggages, he came to me after 5 days seeing me walking in the sand with my big shoes and my long jeans with a pair of old underwears and sandals, and he told me, Jeff, you told me, brother, you deserve to be happy. You told me you're loved. Jeff, you're a great man.
What?
Arriba! I'm a friend. Hope you're doing great. About who? Jeff? I don't have anything good to say about Jeff. But Seth is the greatest rock and roll guy in all the planet. Yeah, in my city, we build a statue of Seth. Seth, keep rocking! Arriba!
Jeff is my best friend. I mean, he's so inspiring. Just the way he's dealing with a special guy like Seth. I mean, you gotta have quite a heart. Jeff, I love you. I love you, man.
Oh, wow, fits you so well.
Yeah, I feel so happy right now. Thank you, Jeff!
Mina Jeff Daisuki, Diane.
Well, almost everyone.
Diane. Daisuki Jeff! Mina Jeff Daisuki, Diane.
This is incredible, man.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's amazing.
Let's give a hand.
Wow.
That's such a...
So that's the second shirt.
Man, with the mustache, you guys are amazing.
You deserve something very special. And I don't want to create any jealousy here or anything, but from what I see on the chat, this is a favorite.
Yeah. People really like it. People like the idea, but everybody loves
Jeff. Hey, man. We're going back in the old days.
I like the jingle. You guys are amazing. Completely crazy.
And it was so easy to gather everyone, you know, to actually, you know, do it, because what we did, we just let the camera rolling, so people were able just to go and talk, and you know,
hey,
so that was
some
very
people
amazing.
Testify about stuff about you too, eh?
Yeah, I like your
all about
partners.
the.
That was some guys that we haven't never seen before.
But man, you're traveling all around the world, so
yeah, exactly.
Know Jeff now.
Well, it's really popular if this guy came here just to do a video for him.
Yeah,
it's cool. And
this is really what, you know, what we've been talking so much.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
this is the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Let that happen. And
you
just,
guys need to understand that Jeff didn't know
No, I had
anything
no
about
clue
this.
at all about that.
Not about the shirt, not about the design, not about the video. Nothing. Nothing at all.
I just want to say sorry in advance.
Yeah,
we had some decisions to take.
Yeah, we had some decisions
I see
to
where
take.
it goes.
Because Jeff is usually a little more like the corporate side of the band and everything, dealing business and.
Yeah, the lectures about we have bills to pay, you know, Alex.
Yeah, well, so the thing is, Jeff, we decided to do a special with that shirt and Seth's one on the store. So yeah, both of them will be available for $39.99.
Because everyone loves Jeff, right?
Hey, you know, that's a great deal. You know why? You know, your T-shirt, the value of it is $1.99, and you have my T-shirt, no, $38.99. That's a great deal, man.
So it doesn't fit anymore.
So it's 40, like 40...
41? Yeah.
That's okay.
The rest is on
I got
him.
the point.
Yeah, you got the point, man.
I get the point.
But guys, go on the website and go on the
sorry,
store.
bro.
Everybody,
they asked me my opinion, and I said, why aren't we like giving like the international shipping included with this price? I'm sorry. Because everyone loves Jeff, right?
Yeah.
Well, the more,
You know, the price seems
the more
to
you
go
guys talk,
pretty
the more it's
easy,
crazy.
Yeah.
And
Well,
you know what?
Thank you, Jeff.
he's overwhelmed about the T-shirt.
And that's gonna be. You know what? I'm a good man. You know. That's an amazing T-shirt. You know, for a boy's girlfriend who want to cry and have good moments. You know, that's perfect. You know.
So yeah,
And-
so your T-shirt could fit like for like the real man.
Oh, the real
and
man,
then they can
and,
do
you know,
like this
and
one
even
too.
with girl, you see this girl coming out with the T-shirt was
Yeah,
marvelous.
pretty kitten.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I like your style, guys. Everything you did, all in the I never
Because
saw that coming.
It's funny.
At all.
It's funny because it's gonna be Jeff's birthday.
Yeah.
And in a few weeks, so we said that every time we had to, he's trying to cut me off guard with my own birthday, and I'm trying to do the same with
We
him.
needed to do something.
Exactly. So I just, since everybody loves you, wanted to share something very special. So since it's our birthday every day, so let's call it like Valentine's, whatever. You know.
Yeah.
So, but this is what we wanted to share with you, man.
Man, I hope you guys have the privilege to have friends like I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys truly are amazing.
I don't know if we can see that video again. I mean, this is totally not supposed to, but I want to see that video.
I would like to.
Yeah, I'm sure
Okay,
because
I just want to be boring a bit, but we're a little late on the pacing.
I mean, just ask the people in the chat then.
Actually, they all want the T-shirt, and you got them pretty much off guard with the mustache too. So I think they would like to see the video once.
Let's do it.
All right, let's see it
Yeah.
for you guys.
Because everyone has a love story to tell.
Jeff is a man who's really inspiring, and for who the word impossible doesn't exist isn't part of his vocabulary. And we know, because of him, that everything is possible for us as well.
Jeff is such a great listener. You know, always ready to be there, you know, and listen to you while eating chips, fresh fries, Tostitos. Just sharing a great moment. Such a great listener.
Jeff smells so good. I mean, every time he passes by me, it's just like, wow, amazing.
Jeff is such an inspiring guy, always giving me very good advices. I consider him as a teacher, a mentor in my life. I'm very grateful for the man he is.
Jeff is so generous, always ready to give a little part of a gift he already received. Well, always might be a big word. As long as he's not hungry anymore, he's gonna give.
He never embarrassed me, like by using my crazy pictures on Facebook or something. He's so amazing.
What? Jeff? Yeah, I remember he came at the rehearsal and kept crying. I'm not really into that guy, but Seth, he's the true incarnation of rock and roll.
Jeff, I mean, I've learned so much from this guy. I mean, when he talks of love and passion, giving examples like food, but not only food, you know, when other things like, well, you know, he talks about love and passion. I've learned so much from this guy.
Jeff has a big vision. When we go to the restaurant, shoots for the big thing. Jeff is such a sweetheart. He's really a good person to talk about all your little secrets and to share about love. Thank you, Jeff.
What?
Jeff? There's nothing to say. But Seth, many things.
Jeff is such an inspiration. He always taught me to bite into life like in a huge and juicy hamburger, you know?
Jeff, he's such a positive guy. Even when he's going through the worst stressful situation, he'll always be positive.
Jeff always been my hero. When I was younger and I needed a friend, I just had to say that I was Jeff's brother.
Jeff, such a big heart. I remember when I lost my luggages, he came to me after 5 days seeing me walking in the sand with my big shoes and my long jeans with a pair of old underwears and sandals, and he told me, Jeff, you told me, brother, you deserve to be happy. You told me you're loved. Jeff, you're a great man.
What?
Arriba! Hey, my friend. Hope you're doing great. About who? Jeff? I don't have anything good to say about Jeff. But Seth is the greatest rock and roll guy in all the planet. Yeah, in my city, we build a statue of Seth. Seth, keep rocking! Arriba!
Jeff is my best friend. I mean, he's so inspiring. Just the way he's dealing with a special guy like Seth. I mean, you gotta have quite a heart. Jeff, I love you. I love you, man.
Oh, wow, fits you so well.
Yeah, I feel so happy right now. Thank you, Jeff!
Mina Jeff daisuki da yo ne.
Well, almost everyone.
Da yo ne. Daisuki Jeff! Mina Jeff daisuki da yo ne.
Well, I guess it was worth it.
That's a first.
Did you like it, guys?
That's a
We're more excited to get it. Actually,
Alright.
they really want to know, Stephanie, where can they get the t-shirt?
Or 2 t-shirts.
On the
what
YFE
about
store,
that?
YFEstore.com.
Very
Simple
easy.
as that. Yeah.
So I'm
So
glad
go
that you
ahead,
liked it.
but we don't tell the blah blah
I like it too.
okay? But yeah, you guys are being very generous with the fans and everything. And recently, well, this week and at the end of last week, we could see all the SFCC packages finally reach their destination to the happiness of all the SFCC members who posted pictures.
So
and,
many all over Facebook.
I don't know how many.
All over the world.
Facebook, Twitter, on the SFCC itself
Yeah.
as well. It's been incredible. People are really, really, really happy. We can feel the excitement of people receiving their packages. But guys, if you could be here,
we were very happy
and see the excitement of these guys when they were seeing the pictures.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was Christmas all over again.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Every time they would see a picture, every time somebody was tagged on a picture.
Well, you hear screaming in the offices and everywhere. It's like, hey, there's a picture! There's a picture!
The news was spreading very fast here, and with contagious happiness for each and every one of us, and it was great to see that because you guys have worked very, very hard from the very conception of these packages.
But
to,
what we really wanted to was to get back to the very foundation of what it is to be, a kid. And just to live that moment, I mean, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So that was very special.
Oh yeah, and you can see it in the while people are posting.
Yeah.
This is really how they they treated that when they received it. You can everything is just
taking pictures
oh
of
yeah, everything, and then
the little
absolutely.
There's so much things.
Yeah,
This is what I love.
questions and comments, and they were it's.
And wondering what is this, and then what is that, and what does this mean, and is there a meaning behind that, or there definitely is a meaning behind that, and I want to know it now.
I know how it is. I know there's something in there.
And
might be.
Yeah, might
be.
And we have a short video of when the packages were being assembled.
That's cool.
That's amazing.
Very cool video, which features. Can I say? Yeah, I will. A song nobody has heard before.
Oh,
yeah?
Yeah, well, let's watch a video and we're going to talk about it a little later.
A song. touching to see that.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
It's just incredible. And people in the chat,
they're even more excited to see it on there because some of them, they've received it. And, you know, there's Laura that says that she was very intrigued by the cardboard. You know, I know that Alex was a special
that's something that raised a lot of questions. People wondering what it was the meaning behind it, if the little drawings on the cardboard pieces had meanings.
Well, you know me, so I guess there's a meaning somewhere. Yeah, but I think that the general meaning of it is the fact that everything goes back there. I mean, from, you know, when you look at everything else, it's all amazing, it's incredible, but everything starts with a very single, you know, very, very little idea.
Yeah.
And goes back to where you were a kid and you were crafting something. And you had just like something in your head for the first time. You were envisioning something and you had maybe the pretension or only like the excitement just to recreate something. It wasn't about talent. It wasn't about success. It wasn't about, you know, how people would see you or how they're gonna receive that. It was really, really the pure innocence of the moment and to craft something. And I think that when you're losing that perspective, this is when you realize that you've got nothing. And this is the most, for me, this is the most valuable item in this package.
Yeah.
Of course, there's something going on with it, and you know, but that was really, really this little thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes we can turn into big, you know, big ambition monsters. But when we're able just to keep that vision and to go back there and to actually, you know, hold it, this is your most precious thing. This is what reminds you what it is to believe and to envision the world without boundaries. So this is what the SFCC is about, and this is the cornerstone of that package and of that whole crazy adventure. You know, of course, everything else is just like mind-blowing and incredible, but for me, it's very funny when I was looking at all those pictures and I was wondering, you know, just like thinking about how people would just like look at this thing, you know, just like, what? And there's so many cool things around, you know, just like the T-shirt is amazing and everything. You get DVDs and all that stuff, and then what? And you keep going back to that. You're just like, what the? You know, just put that aside. And you keep looking around and digging and digging and digging because there's so many things, there's so many secrets
but you always
hidden.
go back to it.
And it's just like, but that?
The cardboard.
You know, and
This
just like
something you don't know about yet.
exactly, and everyone's got like a different one.
Yeah.
So it means that there's a different meaning to it. So everybody's kind of, okay, no, this is not important, and then keep digging, just looking at just like this little picture snapshot of a moment, and just you're wondering what, you know, what's that? And then you get and you keep looking at this, just like, what, you know, what, why, you know?
Yeah.
So this is the beauty.
Yeah, definitely.
Of this project, you know, because it goes back to the very foundation of the dream we all had one day.
Exactly.
You
And
know?
people believe in that magic. Actually, they know that you're gonna put something special in there. And some people have been asking,
who knows?
What's the song that we hear playing on that video?
Yes.
They know that it's something that's quite a basic.
Yeah, well, actually, this is the studio version of From the City to the Ocean. With you know, there's a different vibe there.
Yeah.
So, but this
Totally
is
different.
this is really something.
Yeah.
That has been this is another song that is pretty much like the foundation of, you know, of the reincarnation of the band. So that's
and
very
the lyrics
special.
you can hear you say turning fog into daydreams, and I think it reflects so well, you know, what we're talking about in the SFCC, like having a world out there that is ours to define, and all of what we went through as well. So for us, it's a real blessing and privilege, you know, to be able to bring that to life that way, and to be able to share. And now we, you know, it's like this is exactly where we're at right now. In the upcoming year, it's going to be like so much, you know, intensity, you know, and every day is a new beginning at some point, because now the fog is just, it's daydreams, it's just, you know, like something else. So this is where all of that excitement, you know, comes from.
And just to share that with everyone.
Exactly.
And it's cool because a lot of people are just like really the focus on the package and all the crazy gifts you're receiving and everything, but for us, what was the main thing was the community as well. So
sure.
and it was great because we just let that community being built by the people, all the members, and in a couple of days they're gonna see like many changes or many new arrivals, and as we're getting, as some crazy guys might join,
we're gearing up.
Exactly, and now that there's like that community has a true identity, was not based on individuals, but as a really like a community soul. So now we want to, now it's our turn to join and to be welcome in that crazy environment. So you might have like, there's many things coming up as well.
I love that. Stay close.
Sorry.
Watch your
People are
inboxes.
so excited that they're saying that they want to go on the website already and just get their membership starting, but they know that they have to stick to.
Yeah, but we just wanted to make that thing very fun and accessible because we all know that we're living a very difficult economical time, and we just we don't want that to be some kind of a bugger for anyone. So this is why we just wanted to have fun with it. We obviously don't make money out of it. This is just for the pure fun of it. So this is this is the dream, and it's priceless. That's the thing.
Definitely. And today is also a very special day because when we talked about
I thought it was already very special.
Yeah. But
So
when we talked about the song From City to the Ocean just a little earlier, you said it was a very defining song for the band. And today we're releasing the song Where Did We Lose Each Other for free to everybody, which is a very defining song, very meaningful song for the band as well. And to go with that song that will be available right after the Bla Bla, you guys, Alex, actually, I have here 2 pictures taken from the video clip.
Wow.
And, today, one lucky winner will get one of them that you will sign and write lyrics on.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
Yeah. This is a very
that's great.
gift.
Awesome.
Yeah.
This is the thing that I love because it's very unique.
Yeah.
Everybody, I enjoy, we all enjoying to give away DVDs and all that stuff, but I think that for me as a true music lover, and I still value art for what it is, which is, I don't care if you're paying or not. It's not about that. It's about the soul, and there's nothing like taking the time to handwrite.
Yeah.
And so it's just fun, and at the same time it's very, could be like a collectible for some, or just like another souvenir, or but this is what it is, and I think you can make everything you really want with it, out of it. But there's nothing like knowing that we're taking the time to actually write words that are so meaningful to us. So I guess that it gives a true meaning to it. It's very defining,
And I think it's that the reflection of the relationship we're building with the people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I want to show you guys at home very special moment that happened as you guys were crafting this song in studio. So we're gonna see that as part of
that's very special.
And communion. Let's have a look.
When we first decided to do Chaos and Communion, I promised you guys to give you exclusive stuff, to bring you guys with us in studio, to really understand the spirit when they are writing new songs, when they really let go to touch the invisible. So back at the end of 2010, the band were writing the song Where Did We Lose Each Other? And what you guys will see, it's really raw and pure, and it's really about the moment.
c'est la tune la plus haute qu'on a jamais faite. C'est le texte le plus haut que j'ai jamais écrit.
Ouais, le texte est vraiment spécial. Même en français. Je suis content, j'ai fait quelques petites modifications aussi. Ça.
Il est venu à bord, c'est ça le band.
C'est ça.
C'est à briser, tu descends, tu là. C'est fucked up, t'entends jamais ça dans la vie. Je ne t'aime plus, je reprends vie. D'habitude, tu disais sur ton autre texte, je ne t'aime plus, je suis brisé. Ouais, tout est fini. Mais non, là, c'est pas fini.
Ça, c'est la fucking empreinte du band dans ce que c'est pour vrai.
Ouais.
Le texte, la musique, la performance, tout.
Tout est là. Tout.
C'est débile. Au début, c'était un peu encore dans la même vibe, tu sais, de... Mais je dis, man, je crois même plus là-dedans. Tu sais, non, ok, là, faut que je trouve de quoi. Puis là, ça, je disais, regarde, cette tune-là, faut que ce soit une tune d'affirmation. Faut pas que ça soit encore, genre, une tune de, tu sais, je subis, là. Puis, tu sais, c'est plate, puis, je peux pas croire que, tu sais, le Favorite Enemies revient en 2010, c'est encore le même fucking ton qui est employé. C'est encore, tu sais, d'abattement, puis, man, on est ailleurs, là.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty raw.
Yeah, totally raw, exactly as it was
being in the
happening
studio with the band.
But that's what the song's about.
Mm-hmm.
It's totally raw. It's totally what you guys are, and this is what Chaos and Communion is all about as well.
Yeah, I think when we looked at those tapes, and I personally, Ben and I, we just hate to look at each other because we're so intense in the studio.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
It's just like, because you can feel there's like such a positive tension, you know, where we're trying to reach that, you know, that balance between, you know, chaos and communion. And so we're trying to explain, you know, in hearts and souls, just like the way, you know, you just want to let go of everything, but sometimes you don't know how. And this is very raw. And I think at the time, that song came as a real blessing, because not only we were looking for something, but I think that at that very, very period of time, I think that we needed that shift. You know, we kind of felt like we kind of lost a bit of the fun and the you know, the soul we had, you know, at the time, and then there was so much negativity around us, and, you know, so much crap going on, and we were just, you know, sick and tired of that, and we said, well, you know, let's go back to the music thing, and if it's only for us, it's going to be for us, you know, this is what it is, and without barriers. And it's funny because we're in the studio, and we're kind of reconnecting as well at the same time, you know, and just sharing about our hearts, and you're just like, okay, this is what I want to say. And
but you know what? I think, you know, just looking back to that video, it reminded me how much it was a determinant moment, such a foundation of a new era, you know. And I think, you know, when it was the bridge, I will always remember that. It was when you were singing, it was a really spontaneous moment. It was like you did. I cannot speak for you, but I don't think it was like prepared. Nothing, something you think about. It was freaking raw, and it was so natural and so powerful, and so this imprint of the moment that we just changed direction, even without freaking putting the word on it. We changed direction at this freaking moment that was like, okay, we just let go everything. You know, I don't love you anymore. You know, I'm bringing back to life. You know, that it was there. And I realize even more right now, just looking at this video, that this moment was the reflection of this miracle happening in the band. Not about the music, but about what's happening between each other. That was that moment.
And there's so many layers, you know, of understanding, you know, with especially with the bridge, but the whole song, the whole vibe of it. And it's so funny because as we were looking back at the tapes prior to the show, because, you know, obviously sometimes we don't have quite an idea, but when it's time for music, you know, it's something that's very precious for us because it's so intimate, and we're very fragile in a way as well. And and I remember that back in the days, you know, some people felt like they were owning us, and we were kind of trapped. We allowed other people to have, you know, to have power on us, and it wasn't it. You know, sometimes you say, well, it's other people to blame. No, it wasn't anybody's fault. It was our decision that we were trying to hold on something that wasn't existing, and we were trying to hold on so much, so tightly, you know, that we almost choked what was really valuable and what was really, you know, priceless. And someone told me back in the days, we're just like, hold on, Alex, man, you guys are you know, you're talented, you've got everything, you know, this is the real thing. And I said, you know what, dude, we've been holding on for so long. Now it's time to just freaking let go. Just I need to let go. And if what we're doing is if it's true, you know, you can destroy the whole thing. You know, because I know that what's priceless, it's that very little essence, you know, of what it's all about, what's true, what's real, you know,
it's awesome,
and
that
we just let go.
To let go, because people say that they really connect, even though, you know, the moment was spontaneous, and they really liked that it was so intimate with you guys in studio. And even though, you know, the song's in French, for some people it's a new language to discover, but they totally understand what the song is about. And they really relate to what the song is about. Most of them say that it's their favorite song so far, and they just can't wait to get to know more about the lyrics and just go deeper in that sense. So
and I think that everybody
pretty cool.
Everybody can relate to, you know, I'm falling down, I'm on my knees, I'm just a soul who lost his way away. So there's something that you can rely on, but this is not the end. You know, there's something else that's way brighter. And that's why the video was so incredible. What Pascal and the whole team has been able to craft with all the lights and that very, very fragile balance between all the shadows and the light. You know, that was just exactly what we were experiencing at the time, what we were living. And just like we said, we were so happy that, you know, when you look back, and we were very happy that we didn't release that song right away, because it would have been like that was like a seed that needed to bloom in time. And now this is the moment. And we're very happy, and that's why a lot of people say, "No, don't freaking give it away for free." You know, you just like ask people to give you money for. And honestly, sometimes, you know, especially for a guy like Seth, who's like having like a cool T-shirt, you know, it's worth, you know, paying for. And the thing is with music, I don't say that it's not worth paying for, but this moment has been, you know, you don't know how much, you know, important you guys have been in the studio. When we're sometimes, you know, Jeff was coming and just reading, you know, comments and messages, and he said, this is the soul. This is the soul. This is the essence of what we're doing. Just let's keep focused. you know, we need to focus on this. This is, you know, messages from all over the world. And it wasn't about us, like, you know, feeding ourselves with, like, ego and, you know, rock star bullshit. It was only us, like, saying, like, I want to belong. You know, I need to belong somewhere.
Nice.
And the only bridge we had was not religion, was not, you know, culture, language, you know, social and cultural background. It was music.
Yeah.
And this is the only thing. We can do a lot of things and we can do a lot of shit, but this is the only language we have when it's time to fully expose ourselves and to fully, you know, express, you know, what's really like boiling inside.
And that's why it was so important for you to be able to share that very specific song. As well, that you wanted for people to be part of this with you as well. Because it's not, as I said, it's not a matter of money, it's not a matter of having people listening to it. It's a matter of having people living this moment.
It's just to share, basically.
Exactly.
You know, you know, I don't know how people are gonna react to it and with everything. I mean, it's like when you're releasing a song, it's pretty much like, you know, you just release like a ball in the ocean, and you never know who's gonna be at the other end of the spectrum. Just like what's there. This is pretty much what it is. You know, we're just selling. You know, we're just sending letters to the world. We're not selling anything. You know.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, and this is the perfect moment. So I just hope that you guys will be able to really grasp that essence we touched, you know, when we were in the studio. And I think that with Chaos and Communion, that's a show that will allow us to go in that direction even more now.
Even deeper, for sure.
With blogs and everything, so that's pretty cool too.
So the song will be available right after the Bla Bla, right after the show, on the website, on the homepage, or on yourfavoriteenemies.com/free. And just gonna show you the artwork cover.
Oh,
of,
that's awesome.
Special downloadable package.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Very.
Yeah, when you see that, you know this is where you need to click.
Nice. Well said.
I don't know what I should do out of it.
Yeah.
Well,
I like the vibe
You'll
of it.
understand when you go on the website. But
exactly.
Yeah, that picture was pretty cool, very good one. I think it really represents the mood you've been talking about that affirmation.
Yeah.
The song is.
Yeah. I think we're in a very wonderful season.
Yeah.
You know, and it's funny how people sometimes, and we're including ourselves in there, just as you always look back and you say, oh, back in the days that was so sweet, you know, when we were kids. This I mean, this is only like that road led us here, and there's no reason for us not to enjoy it and not to feed our souls and hearts with that same, you know, essence. So that's
wow.
So yeah, just like it's the season, and it's not about trying to recreate something that has been good in the past. It's just trying, you know, it's just crafting together to embrace whatever, you know, came out of it. So
wow.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys.
Already the end.
Not already.
I'm surprised that I haven't seen my ass on the internet. Like others here.
Yeah, I think it was Jeff's one a few days ago.
Yeah.
2 days ago, maybe. But
Well, you got a great ass, you need to show up.
Yeah.
That's what, you know what? People won't pay for music, but, you know,
Maybe.
I would give you a few bucks for
t-shirt,
other
a t-shirt with the picture, man. With your butt. Your Adam
Let's stick to
suit.
the face. People really like that on the chat today. You know?
Nice, man.
Yeah, and I don't know who that snooper. I don't know who that snooper is. For those who were on the Bla 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 Facebook group, it's been quite crazy in the last week.
So not only do we have to deal with you guys once a month, but now we need to deal with people all over the internet.
I've been showing up and so crazy.
For the first time, Jeff wrote that he was pissed off, man. Huh, Jeff?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that. You like that.
You like
He's gonna bring you on his
All right,
I like it.
all right, let's go. Thank you guys. It goes in a very strange direction. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it goes in a very strange direction. But this is the end for today. The next show will be on February 12th, same time as usual.
Okay.
very close to Valentine's Day, so if you're looking for a gift or something, well, you have a very beautiful shirt that Ben is displaying at the moment.
Love.
What's the jingle again?
Because everyone loves Jeff, right?
Well, almost everyone.
You guys are beautiful.
And there was also an announcement to do, as this year you guys won't be doing the Canadian Music Week, as you're having a pretty busy schedule.
Yeah.
Well, busy is not a word. Overly busy schedule. So didn't allow you to go to Canadian Music Week.
Yep.
This year to.
But we have so many things coming up.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I think that we're going to be able to catch you guys on the road. So there's a lot of cities on the map.
Yeah, Canadian Music Week. Not being able to go to Canadian Music Week was a bit disappointing.
Oh, totally, yeah.
We know there's much more
coming
up, so pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're gonna do more in.
We don't have to try to recreate something that has been good.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's create something fresh and amazing
Exactly.
together.
Yeah. And we promised something.
Like if it wasn't enough. Aren't we like it's been like 1 hour 40 minutes?
You guys remember the promo video we did for the Bla Bla with the black image, and we were hearing people laughing and we didn't really know what it was all about. And we promised that this time on the Bla Bla we would see what was the image.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, but I mean that's cool.
That's awesome.
That's gonna be.
Watch this, guys.
That's
gonna
wrong.
be the very.
That's freaking wrong.
That's
I hold you accountable, guys.
Yeah.
Technical team.
Hey, start it, man.
We know where you're living. We know where you're living.
Yeah, that's okay.
In the bunk bed somewhere.
Yeah, where you
This is
sleep, big bird.
perfection. This is the best.
Start the video,
for the
man.
Bla Bla we could ever dream of.
This is
I think
bad,
it's very
man.
cool.
Yeah.
And
This is
so guys,
freaking bad.
yeah,
This
the
is
camera
dirty.
will keep rolling a little bit after as we're leaving the set.
Yeah, the cameras
This
are
will be
always
found.
rolling
Yeah.
here.
And you're gonna hear a very special playlist because before every Bla Bla, take some time to create a playlist for us to enjoy.
Yeah.
Before and between the Bla Bla we have, and this time the playlist will be posted on the Bla Bla group.
I want to be a
as well.
DJ.
So you guys should dance and send us a video.
We're gonna be able to learn a little more about bands that inspire the band members here. Bands
Music
they like.
from friends as well.
Friends as well, definitely. So that's a goodbye.
That's a goodbye.
That's a
See
goodbye.
you guys.
See you next time.
See you next
Thank
time,
you
my
very
friends.
much,
We
guys.
still have time to say don't show that video, right?
Yeah, that's so
you can try.
Do it
You
anyway.
can try, but
everyone.
I'm pretty sure people
Come
want to
on.
see it. So
I'm not sure I want to see that.
that's what it's
No,
gonna
maybe
be.
you should.
Start it.
Exactly.
If it's
You're
the one
the
I think
source.
it is.
So.
Go ahead.
今回はとってもクレイジーで刺激的なものになるよ。1月15日、日本時間午後10時から。これはあなたのショーだよ。だから見逃さないでね。そして Your Favorite Enemies からみんなへ新しい曲配信されるよ。そう。こんなクレイジーになるよ。
Are you sponsored by McDonald's?
Yeah. I'm Ronald's cousin. Got a couple of contracts.
Thank you for that moment.
We need these laughters like recorded,
cool.
and
But
every
that's
morning you
so
wake
mean.
up. You wake up with these.
I love that. That's
And the
something that
image.
happens here. Laughter. That's really what touches me about this family here.
Definitely. Totally.
Thank you, Moose.
And there were people from all
Thank
around
you,
the
Jeff.
world gathering us, sharing on the chat today. So thank you for joining. It was just crazy on there.
Yeah.
And we want to say that Stefan Schneider from Germany is the grand prize winner for today.
Stefan Schneider.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Stefan.
Congrats.
So thank you for joining on the chat. You know, it was a great time to have you on there. So stay tuned because there's more coming up.
See you next month, February 12th, for another Bla Bla.
See you guys.
Love you guys.
Love you.
What? That's it? It's over already? Really? What? It was short. No, it was okay. It was okay. It's not you. It's not you. It's okay. It's not you.
Hi guys, hope you're doing well and hope you enjoyed the last Bla Blah, the live show we had on January 15. That was an incredible show. We really had a lot of fun. A lot of laughters were in there. And well, as you know, there's always a lot going on with your favorite enemies, and sadly, we couldn't present you absolutely everything that we wanted, and that's why we decided to have a little feature for you during the rerun, something exclusive that has never been seen before. And here, talking about something kind of special, as I think you heard that Seth offered the girls from the YFE crew a very special present, dates, for each and every one of us. Yeah, that sounds kind of weird, and
There were
actually,
midnight snacks, there were early breakfasts, there were sardines involved.
horrible.
Crazy stuff.
But yeah, let's see a few pictures so you can get the idea. So I hope you enjoyed those little images of what happened during the dates, and we have a special guest with us who had quite a special date.
Yes.
Quite a special present. Miss Isabel.
Yeah, well,
How
actually,
are you doing?
I survived. I survived gladly to Seth's date. Yeah.
Can you show us what you received?
Show you what?
Yeah, I think this is very
We need
important.
explanations.
Yeah, well, I unwrapped my gift, and one of the gifts was this. It was for a movie night.
Yeah.
With very romantic. Like, Seth really knows what a girl likes, right? So this is like Rambo and war movies. And then there was another thing quite interesting. A maternity pantyhose.
Can we call that interesting or disturbing?
Quite disturbing. I have to agree with you. It says natural. Yeah. So really, that was my mix for the wonderful night with Seth.
Wonderful
but
night.
I laughed a lot. You know, I laughed
Yeah.
a lot. I mean, it's great. Because these dates were really a setup made up by Seth with his sense of humor and creativity, which is great. But I think it's just so nice that after so many years that we're together, that we take every occasion to just, get to know each other more, and just in a special occasion like this, simplicity and of course just laughing, having a time, just the two of us, that was quite special because we don't take that much time together.
We're always together, but
yeah,
the setup we're in together is kind of...
It's one-on-one.
Yeah.
It's not often one-on-one.
Exactly.
And in a setup that you just take the time to just talk and enjoy being with each other, and I think it was just so great, you know, and enjoy the moment and living it for what it is, a brother and a sister together, and it was our moment, and it was great, you know. So I was glad he thought of doing that.
Because so you had fun.
Yeah, it was cool. It was very cool, and actually every girls, each of them, they told me, you know what, I didn't know what to expect, but after all, it was a great time. You know, just relationship, building that relationship, that kind of no, but I think it's just taking any little occasion to make it magic. And this is what we desired together, and you know, the love is the basic, and then we can build so much on it. So
meaning that sometimes we need to go over the appearance and the first impressions we have.
But actually, I was very happy. You know, I received this. I laughed a lot, and then I was like, okay, that night will be so much fun. And actually, the next morning, I wore those with like a big pillow, like to pretend I was pregnant. But no, I wasn't pregnant.
Just to add to the magic.
Exactly, exactly. That's my type of joke.
Well, thank you very much for explaining us a little more about your very special date with Seth. Date that turned out being different from what we could expect, seeing the present.
Yeah, you could be scared when you see this, but when you know you're with a loving brother and that you expect to live a great moment building your relationship and create the magic and live the moment, then this is just, you know, a context that can change, fortunately.
Well, thank you very much, and guys, see you for the next Bla Bla, because there's going to be much more little stories like this, and believe me, you don't want to miss any of these. See you soon, guys.